Hi everyone, and welcome to the Gemini season vibe check. This is my favorite vibe check because I'm a Gemini, of course, and I think this is the best season. You know what I'm saying? We're getting a little spring fever. Everybody's starting to go out. They're letting us take off the masks. Amen to that. So, but keep yours on if you're worried. We don't want to. Everybody should feel protected and safe. Damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. There's so much controversy around it, but I'm gonna be me anyway. So yeah, what about Gemini season? I feel like Gemini season is all about just kind of opening. Well, this is my interpretation. This is not like the scientific or astrological interpretation. This is just how I feel about Gemini season. It's all about kind of like opening the lines of communication. Gemini rules over communication. It rules over the lungs, which we can kind of tie into like breath work and even talking and stuff. You need air to talk. That's how we produce sound, is through air and vibrations, things like that. So that's what Gemini season is all about. I feel like Gemini season, a lot of people like Gemini season just because the weather starts to warm up depending on where you are in the world. People start to get out more. There's a lot more like flirtation and things like that going around. I feel like a lot like Gemini's a really flirty sign. We're a very social sign. So when the sun is in Gemini, all of that energy is just exalted, and it's, everybody wants to chit chat, flirt, hang out, whatever the case may be, go out a little bit more. Like I said, the weather's getting warm. But yeah, that's pretty much all I could say about Gemini season. I don't feel like there's a whole lot to say, and I don't want to make a habit of making really long intros, so I'm just gonna get right into the vibe check. I'm starting, of course, with air signs, and then I'm gonna do water, fire, and earth. So just tune in at the click of your timestamp and enjoy. This is your vibe check. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, so if you are an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this is the part of the reading that's for you. So welcome to your lovely Gemini season vibe check. Let me just light the Palo Santo to get popping. I feel like this is a good time for us. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very good time, especially to be a Gemini. If you have a birthday going on right now, amen to that, baby. I'm a Gemini, so this is going to be my favorite reading to do. All right, so let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and get the swatches of chakra deck going. That's my favorite. This has quickly become my favorite thing. Ooh, okay. Connected. Okay, so that's going to be the overall vibe and theme of your reading. I do kind of feel like it being a air season, air signs definitely are feeling connected. We're feeling like the communicative energy moving and grooving, and just kind of like that energy of like getting back outside, chit-chatting, talking, flirting, making plans, and what have you. But what I also do see in this connected this connected card is that for a lot of the air sign people, there's gonna be an overall energy of just kind of like just being connected to your higher path, being connected to your higher purpose. I feel like things are gonna be happening and coming through for us during this time, and it's just really gonna be kind of eye-opening in one sense of like, I'm seeing my path, I'm seeing my purpose, it's all aligning. It might not be tangible and graspable right away, or it very well may be, it might just connect for you, but just the overall feeling of, the word I want to use is fulfillment, really. Let's get into the tarot cards for you. So the 10 of Wands, okay, wasn't expecting that. The 4 of Swords, the 9 of Wands. Okay, I see what's going on here. The 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and the World in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, it's kind of telling the story, like, you know, of having so much on your plate, so much to do, so many day-to-day tasks, and not really being able to see past this wall of like what's right in front of you kind of energy. You know, she's holding these sticks, she's trying to carry them from point A to B. She can't really see past them. Like, even the way she's holding them is like, it's like almost as if she's been carrying them for a very long time. So these are like, this is going to be like the day-to-day. I feel like that us air signs, we're kind of coming out of this day-to-day energy of having so much to do or not being able to see past a certain point. I feel like the way that we're coming out of this is through rest, and kind of just indulging in like rest and like just a more peaceful sedentary state and lifestyle for a short and temporary time. I feel like because it's in our season, we're not really expecting to hear that rest being a factor. But what I'm seeing here is that there's a break that has to be taken, because this Nine of Wands is still here. This Nine of Wands is waiting for you. And what the Nine of Wands represents is kind of like having to fight battle after battle after battle. It's kind of like the energy of she's just gearing up for her next fight. You know what I'm saying? She's already acquired all these sticks. These 8 sticks behind her are the sticks of her opponents. You know what I'm saying? And she's beat them. She's acquired those sticks, but she's still gearing up. She has her knuckles wrapped. She has her hair tied up. She's getting ready for the next battle, because she knows it's coming and she knows it's not over. And that's what's coming through here with the Five of Wands. There's going to be some sort of battle, some sort of fight going on with, it could be internally with you. It could be, I feel like for a lot of people, it's external. It's a lot of like outside factors. Maybe like some friendships are dissolving, some relationships are dissolving. That could be platonic. That could be, you know, romantic. That could be work-wise. Things around you externally are dissolving, and it's causing you, that's what's causing this energy. But I feel like it's all connected. It's all for a purpose. Your Two of Pentacles and your World card are both in reverse here, which I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of throwing me that they would be in reverse, because I feel like this is a great time for I mean, not all air signs, I don't want to necessarily blanket that, but like it is Gemini season. I feel like air is being exalted in the sky. You know, we kind of know, you know, this is a season for air signs really to kind of shine, flourish, grow, be in the limelight, if you will. But what I'm seeing here with the Two of Pentacles and the World card in reverse, it's like that energy is there for you to be in the limelight, but it's like you're not necessarily, it's not the way that you always thought it would be. I feel like you're probably being recognized, and you're being recognized, like with the World card. I'm just seeing a lot of like recognition, but you're being recognized, but it's like it's not in your face. It's not like people are not coming up to you and saying, oh, like you're amazing, you're this, you're that. It's kind of more so behind the scenes. And then with the Two of Pentacles in reverse here, I'm seeing like you guys are not accepting the balance between what I'm seeing is like the Four of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. You guys are not accepting the flow of balance here. It's like when you're supposed to be working, you're resting, and when you're supposed to be getting ready to work, you're trying to, you know, you're going out of order. And like Spirit wants you to reconnect with Spirit so that you can understand where you are. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a time to work, there's going to be a time to rest, and there's going to be a time to prepare, and you need to be in line with what that is and what that really means for you. And I'm seeing like with the Two of Pentacles that you're not in line. It's like you're kind of going against the grain. And even with these with this Five of Wands, with these relationships and stuff that are dissolving, like these people are physically fighting, okay? And even, you know, they're physically fighting. I feel like this is supposed to be like, this is you where you are, and it might not be that you're physically fighting, and I'm not encouraging you to do that, but what I'm saying is you're not accepting the fallout. You're trying to hold on. I feel like you're trying to patch up, but it's making it bubble up and be even worse in a way. Let's get some more information for you guys, though. Let's get some more information. I'm not going to pull 2 tarot decks like I normally do. Let me just get, let me consult the oracle, okay? And see what's going on for the vibe check. Ultimately, what I'm seeing here is that this is going to be a month of movement for you, but you do need to find like the balance in resting. You need to be able to say like, oh no, I'm going to sit this dinner out, or I'm going to sit this party out. I'm going to sit this thing or that thing out because I have other stuff to do, or I have other stuff to focus on. I feel like a lot of you guys are moving more towards a place of like solitude, a place of kind of not necessarily being lonely, but I feel like you guys are moving into a place of getting with the self, because you know, like this world, this upright world is coming for you. And what this is like a completed cycle. This is like you going into the next stage of your life. It might be coming in the form of like realizations. It might come in the form of some sort of destruction or what have you. But what the World card is really good fortune. It means that you have completed a step, a cycle, a phase, and that you're moving on to the next. And it does provide a little bit of rest with the World card. I will say, like, sometimes with the World card, it's like that breath of fresh air. It's like that I can finally just rest and relax. And I feel like you know that's coming. You know it's in store for you, but it's like what you have to do to get there is hard for you to accept in a way. Okay, so air signs, I feel like the advice behind all of it is really to get back with the self. Like Spirit wants you to rest, relax, reconnect, get back with yourself, because you want to start to sort out. This is going to be the time where you want to start to really sort out what you really want and what you just told yourself you wanted because you thought that that's what you were supposed to have. And it's like in terms of everything, how you're working, your relationships, a lot of work and a lot of relationships, and it could be work relationships. But Spirit wants you to get all of that in balance so that they can open up this door for you. It's like you need to just unlock and like follow the path of least resistance, if you will. There's a lot of energy here around following the path of least resistance. You have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius, which is not surprising. It is the air season, and I feel like luck should be on you guys' side, our side, okay? Let me not act like I'm not part of this group, okay? Let me see. What else can I see in this luck is on your side? I feel like that's really it. Like Spirit wants you to reconnect. Spirit wants you to get with, you know, reevaluate the things that you're chasing and the things that you're doing. I feel like this recently happened to me. Like I was telling myself that I wanted to do some certain thing, and it was causing me so much stress and so much anxiety, and I was kind of feeling down about like, okay, what if I can't do it? What if I can't make it happen? Blah blah blah. And like then I just kind of one day realized like it's not happening because it's not what I really want. What I really want, there's three things I really want, and I don't have to take all these extra steps to get there. I can just accept the fact that that's what I'm going towards, that's what I want, and move towards it. I don't have to like create hurdles and stuff and say like, oh, I can't get there unless I do this first or do that first. Like it was a mess. But something along those lines is what's going on with you. You have to reevaluate the things that you've been working towards and the things that you've been chasing. And it's going to come through rest and taking a minute to step back and breathe. I feel like, you know, most of the time we see in Gemini season, like people are going outside, it's a little active, there's more parties, there's more communication. I feel like you guys are not, it's not that you're not going to have that, or it's not that that's not going to be available to you, but I see you guys really just preserving your energy and really just cherry picking what you decide you want to spend your time and energy on. And there's nothing wrong with that. For your crystals, you got blue lace agate, find your calm, and pink opal, be kind to yourself. Yeah, and that's all. Those are, both of these messages are centered around this Four of Swords. It's all coming down to this. It's all coming down to you guys kind of just relaxing. I want to say enjoying your peace, enjoying your alone time. I feel like being alone does not necessarily mean that you're lonely, but there's a lot of things that need to come into play like right now for you guys. I feel like You know, some of you guys need to reevaluate your finances, how you deal with your finances. If you're the type to like not look at your bank account because you know it's low, like you need to get into some sort of bookkeeping and that sort of energy. And it's like you need to place your energy in things that are really going to be truly beneficial to you, not things that are just going to be temporarily temporarily satisfying. And that is hanging out with certain people. I just feel like what I'm going to say about this Five of Swords, and this just came into my head, is that if you are surrounded by people, if you have friends around you, family, whatever, and you still feel like you're alone, you still feel like you're lonely, you need to reevaluate that. You need to embrace that solitude, embrace that peace that comes with being alone. But no, like, you're already alone, okay? So you don't need to keep these people around you. And it's not necessarily saying it's something wrong with them or that they're negative or, you know, they're not good for you. It's just to say that, like, you're already, like, what are you losing by letting go of these relationships? You already feel like you're alone. You already feel like, you know, like you're alone. That's all I could say. And, you know, sometimes it's better to be alone than to feel like you're alone. And the wholeness that you'll get from solitude is going to be much more worth holding on to these friendships and delaying your upright world. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if some of you guys have had your world turned upside down, but literally, that's what I just heard too, is like, my world's been turned upside down. So, and it's through like resisting. It's because you guys are not accepting the fact that things are growing and things are changing and moving in different ways, and you have to be ready. Like, you have to, not even necessarily that you have to be ready for it, but you should never be afraid of change. That's what I'm hearing here for the air signs. I feel like get connected, because when you're connected, you really don't be feeling alone. Your affirmation is, I am bold. I speak my truth in a loving way. My courage to communicate my needs is powered by my love for myself and my love for others. I am bold. There's a lot coming through with this message, this affirmation message. First and foremost, what I'm seeing is like being bold enough. I'm going to keep saying this because it's meant for you guys to hear. Being bold enough to be alone, to stand alone, to not have to have a cosign, or not to have somebody next to you saying, oh yeah, that's good, I agree with you. Like, it's about speaking your truth, and your truth is going to be very unique to you. So like, if you spend your life finding people, like trying to find people that will understand you, ultimately I feel like you're going to just always end up lonely, because you have to let your soul tribe come to you. It's like, you guys, once you get in the right vibration, these people are going to be pulled to you like a magnet. You're not going to be able to stay away from them, and it's going to be so much better than what you thought you wanted, what you thought you had. You guys just need to be okay with being alone. That's really what I'm seeing in your reading in a big way, especially with this. My courage to communicate my needs is powered by my love for myself and my love for others. It's like you're not gonna sit and stay silent anymore, and you're not gonna just accept whatever people want to give you just for the sake of like going with the flow or having people around you. You're building up the courage in Gemini season, and Gemini season is very good for this, for opening up the throat chakra. You're building up the courage to speak your truth. And that's what you really need to be focusing on during this season, is building up the courage to speak your truth. Once you start speaking your truth, and once you start saying, no, I don't like that. I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you treat me like that. And I'm not going to be around you anymore because you're doing that. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have given people the opportunity over and over again. And it's now time to just say enough is enough. Like, I'm not going to be around you. I'm not sharing my time with you. I'm not sharing my energy with you if this is how you're going to act. And that's totally okay. You're building up the courage to speak your truth, and it's going to unlock doors for you. I feel like you're going to start to see like things happening and peace coming into your life. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, being gentle, being kind to yourself. You might not have everything figured out as far as the delivery, as far as how you go about things. If you've done something in the past that you feel like warrants somebody continuously disrespecting you, you need to be better to yourself and say, you know, I might have done such and such in the past, but that doesn't mean that you get to treat me this way now, especially if you've apologized, if you've atoned for it, if it's something you were supposed to be getting past. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving, you permission to just go willy-nilly doing ridiculous things. But what I'm saying is that you don't have to accept mistreatment just because you made a mistake in the past. Okay. I think that's enough for a vibe check. That was not what I was expecting from you guys, air signs. I was expecting money, abundance, all of that stuff, but that's not to say it's not coming towards you. You getting connected and luck is on your side, and green is the color of money, baby. So I feel like good things are happening to you guys this season, but what I feel like is that it's not gonna feel that way to you. That's why I was talking about this recognition piece, like the way that I was saying, it's not gonna be like people are coming up to you and saying, oh my god, girl, I saw what you did, it was amazing. No, people are gonna be more so seeing what you do, peeping what you do. They might be low-key inspired by the moves that you're making, but on your end, it's really gonna feel like this I can't get no rest type of situation. But do enjoy your rest. Let me not even fold these up. Do enjoy your rest. Indulge in self-care, peace, relaxation, sleep all day, do what you need to do. Enjoy. I really want to emphasize that you need to enjoy that rest, that alone time, that time to clear your head and think. But that was the vibe check for air signs. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, let me know how you feel about that. Leave a comment down there in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. All right, water signs, if you are a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this is the part of the reading for you. And we'll get right into it. Like I was telling the air signs, my favorite thing now is pulling these swatches of chakra cards in the beginning of the reading to get the forgiveness. Oh, you guys are going to be either expressing forgiveness or receiving forgiveness. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's expressing forgiveness. And what I'm going to go ahead and say off the bat is that, like, you're expressing forgiveness and it's just a means to free yourself. It's a means to move forward in your own life. It's like, I feel like what I'm seeing in my head is like you guys just dropping bags, like baggage being dropped. And so that is just really, really beautiful. Without further ado, I'll get into the tarot cards. So let's see what messages. Ace of Wands, Judgment. Yup, that's where that forgiveness. King of Swords, Eight of Swords. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So I have a lot of information coming at me right now. I'm not going to lie. I feel like some of you guys are taking movement on a project. I feel like there's been something that you've been working on, setting up, or planning or thinking about, and you're beginning the planning of it or whatever. But in any way, shape, or form, you guys are definitely taking action on a new project. I feel like the Ace of Wands is a green light from the universe. It's saying go ahead and get started, move. The wands are all about like that fiery energy, that energy to get moving, get going. So that's what's coming through with the Ace of Wands. I feel like it's because you can no longer stand where you are. You're just fed up. I feel like not so much in your physical body, but it might be presenting itself in the form of like restlessness or just not being able to sit still, not being able to focus. But it's like you guys can't sit where you are anymore. That's what I'm seeing with the Judgment card. It's like you have no choice but to make a move, but to move forward. It's like everything where you are has come to an end. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is like all of that good, energy on being able to think, make decisions, think with a clear head. So I feel like you guys do definitely have like that clarity. You guys have that, you see exactly where you want to go and you know what to do to get there. We see like the transformational symbolism with the butterflies above our king's head. That means he has transformed from like being that caterpillar, you know, slugging through life. I feel like I don't even want to paint that negative picture of the caterpillar, but like, you know what I'm saying. Now he's a butterfly. Now he can fly freely. There's a freedom. That was another message that was just coming in. And I said that. I said you're forgiving as a means to free yourself. The Eight of Swords is representing that like limited mindset. And I feel like it's limited around whatever fulfillment means for you, especially with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You're kind of living in this world where you have to take only one way to your goal, I feel like. And it's because you have this King of Swords clarity that you feel like, you know, I don't want to use the word entitled, but I can't think of another word at the moment, so I'm going to use the word entitled. It's like because you have that clarity of the King of Swords, you feel like you're entitled to say like, no, this is the only way to do this. But what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, like right next to this Eight of Swords, is that you need to loosen up those restrictions on yourself. You need to open up your mind a little bit more on how you can free your mind. Okay, guys, free your mind. You need to, I feel like if you guys are looking for revenge on somebody, that's where the forgiveness is coming through. You need to like get off of this revenge plot, because the revenge plot is causing like this King of Swords energy to kind of interfere with your to kind of interfere with your Ten of Pentacles. And the King of Swords along with the Queen of Swords, they're known for being very cutthroat, being very direct, being straight to the point. I don't feel like they're all that forgiving. I don't feel like they would necessarily give a second chance. And I'm not saying that you should give a second chance. All I'm saying is that you know where your destination is. You know where you're trying to end up being. Loosen up the restrictions that you put on yourself to get there. Okay, your Ten of Pentacles is in reverse because oftentimes like we might think we want something, but if we go about getting it the wrong way, we realize that it's not enough. You know, we realize that it's never going to be enough. Sometimes with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I see like the energy of having everything you thought you wanted and it's just not enough. It's not fulfilling. There's something about it that's just missing, that makes it kind of hollow. And it's like you can have it's like having a house with no furniture. It's just hollow. Like there's no warmth in it. And that's not what you want. Like with the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, and it's like even over here, you guys have the Queen of Cups in the back of the deck. It's like you're more of a nurturing and you're more of a sweet, nurturing energy than what you're coming off as with this King of Swords. And it's like, the thing is, I want to emphasize that you have the King of Swords mental clarity, but it's like the King of Swords is not your natural state. Like the way you're operating in this very cutthroat manner, it's like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles would never be as harsh as the King of Swords. Like they will let you come forth, they will let you apologize. And also they're not saying that the King of Swords is doing this, but they're just not holding on to emotional baggage, because they know that ultimately it's just going to weigh them down, and they're not in the business of weighing themselves down. Both of these energies are very maternal, very nurturing, you know, very loving, very soft energies. I feel like, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, I just want to focus on her because she's the card that, you know, came up for you guys. The Queen of Pentacles, she's really trying to nurture the garden. You see how she has her pentacle in her lap, and that's like the focus of her attention, because she knows this is where my bounty is coming from. This is where and how my family's gonna eat. This is exactly what I need to sustain the lifestyle that I want. She's kind of like, she's not neglecting it. She's pouring her love into it in a sense. She's really focused on it. I feel like these are all keys here that come up with you. Even with the Queen of Cups, it's like with her cup, she's like, all her attention is on this cup. We see with the Pentacles, it's like your material possessions, your physical things, like how you make your money. It's all about like your physical manifestations. And it's like when you're focused, I feel like when you're in this energy of like, I don't know why I'm getting the sense that some of you guys want revenge, or like, it's kind of like, you know, the concept of revenge body, like the show Revenge Body is like you're looking good just to get back at somebody, or you're trying to accomplish something or do something just to like be like, ha, I did this before you, or haha, I did it type thing. And it's like, you need to get away from that energy and trying to move and do things in that way. And you need to focus on really what's bringing you abundance. You need to focus on your bag, your coins. That's really what I'm seeing. Not trying to keep up with the Joneses. And then with the Queen of Cups, it's like she's doing the same thing as the Queen of Pentacles, but she has her cups. It represents her emotions. Okay, so what are you, like, what's emotionally valuable to you? It's not revenge. It's not like, it's not any of those negative things that could be like, you know, revenge, or I don't know why y'all want revenge so damn bad. But you know what I'm getting at with that. Like, she's not like emotionally, she knows that like those negative things can't live in her cup, okay? I got believe in the impossible. So for some of you guys with this believe in the impossible, is that you're receiving the forgiveness and it's freeing you up in some way. I feel like maybe you're forgiving yourself. Maybe you're forgiving yourself for mistakes that you've made, things that you've said, any way in which you would have behaved that you feel like, you know, I shouldn't have done that. You know, you're really forgiving yourself in a way. And I feel like believe in the impossible. You just never know what relationships can be reconciled by just putting the energy out there. Okay? Putting the energy. And look, in the back of the swatches of chakra deck, you guys have limitless. And I usually don't show that, but I just feel like with that believe in the impossible, limitless is very that's a valuable concept. But mainly what you guys need to focus on is forgiveness. Something is holding you guys back. Something is limiting your perspective, limiting your worldview. I feel like you might open the door. What I was gonna say is that this is golden healer quartz and it says open the door. What I was gonna say is that this is funny because I was just gonna say blah blah blah, I can open the door. Anyway, let me go ahead and say it. So what I was gonna say is that if this is a situation where you are at odds with someone in particular, and what I'm seeing there is that there is an opportunity for reconciliation. I feel like it might be within the family. There's an opportunity for reconciliation. And I feel like with this reconciliation, it's gonna offer you the nurturing that you need. Okay, I feel like you need to get out of this energy of the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords. While you might have clarity and while you might be seeing things clearly, and even sometimes that does mean being the bigger person where you don't want to, where you don't feel like you should have to, it's like you see exactly what's going on. You need to loosen the restrictions that you have on yourself and live in this state of forgiveness, because you just don't know what type of door that'll open for you as far as your own personal healing. I'm seeing a lot of like nurturing energy on the other side of this. And it's like with the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here, it's like something has to be wrong with you guys in the home in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But there has to be some sort of rift in the house, and you need to accept forgiveness. I feel like once you even if you are exiting the situation, you need to embrace this forgiveness, because ultimately it's freeing you up. That's what I'm seeing for the Gemini season vibe check for this particular group of water signs. We also got Moonstone, which is live your purpose. So I just feel like there's definitely a huge blockage here, and I feel like it's because you guys are holding on to some emotional baggage that you just don't need to be holding on to. Yeah, you guys need to release that emotional baggage. If you didn't watch the Pluto, if you didn't watch the Pluto retrograde video on unpacking the shadow, go ahead and take a look. Okay. For your affirmation, you got I am still. Okay, it says, I understand that there are times to move and times to be still. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still. Okay, I feel like seeking the greater understanding, that's what's coming through right here with the Judgment and the King of Swords. Okay, you need to seek a greater understanding, and I feel like that's not a greater understanding necessarily on the particular situation that you're in, that you feel like, you know, forgiveness is not possible, but it's in the grand scheme of things. Like, you know, what am I losing by not just accepting forgiveness? What am I losing by that? You're losing your mind, pretty much. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still. Also take note of that here in the present. I feel like not necessarily for water signs or for the group of people watching this part of the video, but I feel like just in general, us human beings, we don't really focus on being happy in the present. We're always thinking about what's next and what we got to do next, and like we get one goal checked off and we barely celebrate before we move on to knocking the next 10 pins down. So just that's your reading. That's your Gemini season vibe check. I just feel like there's so much going on with you guys that, you know, if you need to book a personal reading, obviously I'm open to do so, but you're gonna really need to do some deep diving and some deep digging to unpack your own shadow and find out where this forgiveness issue is really genuinely holding you back. And I feel like it's gonna be more than you just saying, oh, so and so, I forgive you, or, you know, I want to ask for your forgiveness. There's so much more to it, and you need to really do a deep dive, I feel like. But believe in the impossible. For some of you guys, what I forgot to say was that this little issue that you have with whoever, you're gonna clear it up, and you're gonna see like a business opportunity come through, an opportunity to make more money or to keep more money in your pocket in some way, shape, or form. It's gonna be freeing in another way. So really just water signs, let it go. I know you guys are emotional. You guys are like the parents of the zodiac, and we're all like, the rest of us are like toddlers. Like, you guys are always trying to look out and make sure people are good and make sure things are going good and stay in tune and sensitive and key into people's emotions. But you guys do need to take time for yourself. Like, that's why this stillness and rest has come into play, because you need to unpack your own shadow. Let me not roll these up. I don't even have to roll these up. I can just stop the video. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment in the comment section to let me know how you feel about it. Like, subscribe, share, spread the word, and thank you so much for watching. This was your Gemini season vibe check. Okay, fire signs, y'all always got to be extra. I was shuffling for y'all, and it was like 3 or 4 cards popping out at one time. Of course, that's fire sign energy. Y'all just can't wait to get the message out. But this is your vibe check, so welcome. Go get your cup of tea, cup of water, whatever it is that you got. I got mine. Just had to take a drink. Let's get right into it. This is for the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius people. Thank you so much for being loyal, for watching. Fire signs are some of my favorite types of people. Let's get y'all swatch of chakra color ready and going. There we go. Ooh, psychic abilities. Okay, tapping with y'all's intuition. There's Gemini season. You know what? I'm just going to say Gemini being, you know, the sign of intellect. The mind is moving. The mind is going. Connections are being made, okay? So definitely tap in. And look, for the last 2 groups, For the air signs, I pulled connected, and for the water signs, I pulled forgiveness. And look what's right in the back of you guys' deck: connected and forgiveness. Okay, that's them psychic abilities ramping up. Y'all was already in tune before the video started. Okay, but nonetheless, what I'm seeing with psychic abilities is that you guys' intuition is going to be playing a very strong part in your Gemini season. I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on the information that you're being given, and it's not going to be something that's like spoon fed to you or shoved right in your face. You're going to have to make the connections. You guys are going to have to weed out some of the distractions and some of the noise, but there's a lot going on with your intuition during this time. You got the Hanged One in reverse, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with the Hanged One is that you guys are not just like taking whatever comes to you during this Gemini season. Like, you guys are definitely wanting to negotiate, wanting to kind of like, I feel like some of you guys might be getting in trouble for something, but you're definitely going to be like on that negotiating energy. So yeah, that's definitely fire sign energy all the way. But what I'm seeing is like, you guys are not just going to take whatever is coming to you guys this season. Like, the Hanged One is all about going with the flow, following the path of least resistance. And it's not to say that you're not following the path of least resistance, but something is going on with you where you're just not able to say like, oh, okay, that's good enough. Like, you're really going to be standing up for yourself. I'm seeing the throat chakra being opened, and just, it's kind of illuminating the higher chakras, if you will. Like, she has this little halo above her head, and normally this card would be like this. So like, it would be, you know, you're looking at her from the bottom up, but it's in reverse. So you're looking at her from top down, and the first thing you're seeing is her head that's being illuminated, and that's where the crown chakra is, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, even in the neck. Those are the higher chakras, and those are, I feel like, what's coming through, especially with the psychic abilities card. The Ace of Swords is like a new state of mental clarity. Yeah, you guys are definitely getting clear messages. You guys are getting a lot of clarity this season. Like, the Ace of Swords is kind of just the suit of swords in itself. It talks about your mental space, and the Ace of Swords is a fresh perspective. So I feel like you guys are gonna have a fresh perspective in more ways than one, but I feel like your intuition is really getting kicked up a notch, especially with the Ace of Swords. Like, you're coming into some sort of ability that is just, it's kicking you up a notch. Okay, you're going to be able to reason, you're going to be able to deduce, you're going to be able to do exactly what you need to do. The Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles to me is just offering a lot of inspiration. I feel like she's kind of like that group leader that just has her eye on the prize, you know what I'm saying? And she's not necessarily going to be doing all of this labor and all of this work, but she's going to employ her team to do exactly what they need to do to make this seed grow, if you will. So I feel like if you are in a position of leadership, even if you're not in a position of leadership, you're really going to be empowered to kind of, what I want to say is invest. And I don't mean invest in the traditional sense of stocks or whatever, although that very well may be a theme for some of you. I feel like you're going to be investing in many ways. I feel like you're going to be investing the time and the energy, of course, that's there. But I feel like there might be an opportunity that comes to you to just passively make money, to passively be involved in a larger thing, a larger project, or even like, you know, enjoy the benefits of, you know, while they might not necessarily be monetary in the form of cash, but it might be something like enjoying the perks and benefits of a new job. You know, if you work for a company that offers company cars, or, you know, rentals or anything like that. Like, I mean, like rental, like vacation rentals and stuff, complimentary, and different stuff like that. You're gonna really be enjoying the perks of, I feel like, luxury that you didn't have to work for. Okay, with the Two of Wands, it's just kind of like the energy of, she's just like out on this terrace, and she is just looking out on the horizon. You know, she has her phone in her hand, so she's most likely conducting some sort of business. But it's like, I don't know why I keep like getting these movie scenes in my head, but like the last reading I did, I had movie scenes in my head. I think I did Gemini and I had movie seasons in my head. Or no, not Gemini, sorry, air. It was either air or water. I had it in my head, like. But this is what I'm seeing for you guys too. It's like that scene in the movie where the mogul, the businessman or whatever, he just closes his deal and he's like looking out at the world like, oh my God, the world is my oyster now. Like, I'm just getting started type of energy. That's what I'm really seeing for you. Celebrations. As far as the Three of Cups goes, this could be just a birthday coming up or anything of that nature. But it could also be you celebrating like whatever it is deal you're closing or whatever opportunity you just got. In any event, I see people coming to celebrate you. You're definitely landing a job, and let me not say that because different messages for different people, but some people in here are definitely landing a job, and that's the celebration that's coming through. And then with the Knight of Cups, we have another offer. I mean, this could be that job offer. This could be that. This is definitely an offer of some sort. I feel like for some of you guys, it's not something that you're interested in. I'm getting a really lackluster energy from this card right now, and it's kind of like just like ugh, like it's that energy like you're not taking anything just because it comes to you. I feel like this person or this thing is gonna have to negotiate in a way. They're gonna have to meet you at your terms, meet you on your own standards, if you will. But that's the vibe check. That's what I'm seeing for you guys in Gemini season. I'm just seeing a lot of like, you guys are really relaxing. I feel like you guys are not moving as quickly as you normally do. You're more so just letting things come to you, but that's just because you have the confidence and you just know. But you guys got time to take action. But like I said, even with this Page of Pentacles energy that it gives me, it's not necessarily like the energy of like labor or exerting so much energy, in terms of like having to physically do work, but it's more so like taking action on those investments. Okay, that's really what I'm seeing here. We got create your own luck with the green adventurine. Yeah, that's what's coming through. That's what was coming through. I feel like you guys are getting an opportunity to passively earn income and really level up in a certain way. And this is what I'm seeing here with the Two of Wands too. It's like that mogul, that scene that I had painted for you guys, that mogul, you know, he's working hard. He's doing it for himself. Like he didn't have any handouts or anything like that. Clear the clutter. Okay? Like this is a self-made person, fictional character that I just made up for my own, you know, purpose of doing this reading, but yeah, like it's a self-made energy here, and it's something that you were led to. Like you're being guided here. Your intuition is just really key and on point. Yeah, so if there's an investment that you're wanting to make, it's time to take action, baby. It's time to take action. What this is telling me is that you guys don't need to doubt what your intuition is telling you. You can believe in what your intuition is telling you. It's time to create your own luck. It's time to clear the clutter. And by clearing the clutter, I do kind of mean listening to other people's opinions. That could be cluttering of the mind. Even just like a digital detox, cleaning your space out or whatever. You're creating room for abundance when you're clearing the clutter. You're creating room for your new shit and your new abundance to come in. So you definitely want to get that old stuff out of there. You guys got 2 affirmations. Why am I not surprised? Let's see. We got I am healthy. I honor my body and I'm grateful for the work it does for me. I nourish my body through self-care. I rest when I need rest. I eat nourishing meals when I need to eat, and I exercise when I need to exercise. I am healthy. What I'm seeing for you guys here, even with this I am healthy card, is like you guys are really going to be enjoying some sort of luxury. I feel like your Gemini season is going to be full of luxury. You're probably going to be very passive. You know, I'm just seeing like lounging on a chase, indoor, outdoor, eating grapes, chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to be going on for you guys. during Gemini season. And then lastly, you got I am connected. Let's see. So it says, I have more in common with others than I realize. I seek commonality with people rather than focusing on outward differences. I am connected. Look, and didn't I say you guys had connected in the back of the deck here? What's coming through with the connected card is that, like, you don't need to be setting yourself apart. Like, you can collaborate, you can work with people. People enjoy you. People love being around you. And it's just about finding the balance of what you want to share with them. Not only that, but it's also like something is coming for you in terms of I don't want to say like in terms of relationships wise, but like there's someone that's gonna be offering you something in Gemini season, and you don't want to run away from it. Like, it's this Knight of Cups. It might not seem like it's all that at first glance, but it is an investment, is what I'm seeing. It's something that, like, it's gonna offer you a fresh perspective. It's gonna take a little bit of weight off of you, I feel like, because you're gonna be now in this passive, getting this luxury in a passive way. It's just gonna be something that you're really just receiving, you know, without any effort. That's really what I'm seeing here. And then let's see what other messages were there. Grateful for the work it does for me. Yeah, I feel like giving gratitude, especially to your body. I feel like because you guys are going to be in this place of, like, you know, relaxation, rest, relaxation, and enjoyment. You're gonna be, you know, in tune with your body. You're gonna be feeling like you want to pamper yourself. That's really what I'm seeing. And it sounds so, like, superficial, but I feel like inside, you know, as above, so below. So the inside and the outside both need to be nourished and cared for and loved on in the very same way. But ultimately, yeah, like, you guys are definitely landing something big, and it's gonna be nice to, like, make this announcement to your friends and family and say, like, oh my God, it's done, it's closed, it's whatever. So congratulations on whatever that is. I'm very happy for you guys. But that's all. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and leave me a comment to let me know how you feel about it. And go ahead and like, comment. Well, I already said comment, but like, subscribe, share this video, and just keep coming back for more because I have more to give. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay, my lovely earth signs, you guys have patiently waited to the very end of this video. Just kidding, you probably clicked the timestamp. Anyway, this is the Gemini vibe check for earth signs. You guys you've got two. No, we're not gonna pull those. Those came out in other groups. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys a good and proper shuffle. So let's get into the physical body. That's about right, especially for earth signs. Okay, so in the Gemini season, you're going to be focusing on your physical body. I feel like health and wellness is definitely a key here. I feel like for some of you guys, you know, you might be just enjoying physicality a little bit more, if you catch my drift. But let's get into the reading, because I don't really know. I feel like for some of you guys, it's definitely more of a, I don't know how much of that you guys heard because my phone was on low power mode. And I'm just grabbing my charger now. I'm recording this on my phone if you didn't know. Anyway, it was on low power mode, so I'm gonna start from the beginning and say, yeah, with the physical body, I'm just sensing a lot of, like, a focus on health and wellness, exercising, maybe not being so sedentary, getting sunlight, vitamin D. But I feel like for some of you guys, it might be on some more intimate levels, enjoying physicality with a partner in that way. But let's just get into the reading because we might get some more information on that. We have the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician. So I feel like before I finish flipping over these cards, I'm already getting the message that some of you guys need to do some research on health and wellness, on eating for your blood type, on, you know, proper skincare, different things in terms of, like, being physically healthy or looking appealing physically. You need to get and do the research. Okay, I feel like it's within you. Like, you can definitely conquer this thing that you're dealing with. in terms of like your physical body, but you need to do the research, and you need to take matters into your own hands. That's what I'm sensing here. And I'm not a medical professional. If you have an ailment that is serious, definitely get the proper medical help and attention that you need, but don't skimp out on doing your own research. And that's what she's doing right here with this Eight of Pentacles. She's looking at the detail. She's you know, getting the details together. And then again with the Magician, it's like you guys are kind of like, some of you guys are kind of like crafting your body, like if that makes sense. I feel like this is funny to me because I've been doing this during Taurus season, which is an earth season. I've just been kind of like focusing on getting my skin clear, and it's really through positive affirmation that I'm trying to do this. Not to say I'm not doing the work, you know, I got my routine and everything going, but this is what I'm seeing for you guys. And it's funny because sometimes I go through something and it's like, I know I'm only going through it because I'm going to be talking about it in a reading to somebody in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing here with you. It's like the Magician is making magic, is like crafting the world in which they want to live in. And I feel like that's what you're doing in terms of your physical body. But let's finish. The King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like what I'm seeing here with the King of Wands is that like there's a lot of energy going on. I feel like there's a lot of kind of looking out into the distance in a sense. It doesn't have to be like sometimes super far away, but there's like this energy of looking out and seeing like, okay, a year from now, where do I want to be? Like the King of Wands is all about living life with a long-term view, and he has this air of mystery to him to where it's like you kind of want to get in his head. You want to know what he's thinking because you know he's plotting and planning on something great, and you know like he's just such a great and dynamic leader that like everybody wants a piece of it. So this could be you, or this could be somebody that you're looking to. I feel like it's not a mistake, like even though they're separated by two cards, the High Priestess is facing the King of Wands and the King of Wands is facing the High Priestess, and they're both like sitting kind of turned towards each other. And it's like the High Priestess is like chilling and relaxed, like she has her laptop out, she knows she's ready for whatever debate, argument, or whatever the High Priestess is gonna throw at her, but he's also ready, and he knows like, you know, he knows like, okay, like I gotta deal with her again. So I feel like this might be like an inner conflict of yourself of what I'm seeing is like the King of Wands, he always wants to move very quickly, but the High Priestess knows that like, you know, good things take time. So I feel like there's that little bit of a battle that's going on within you guys of just wanting quick results. Even this coming through with the Seven of Wands, like when I see the Seven of Wands, it's like a lot of the times it's the energy of like she's fighting off people that are beneath her. But what I'm seeing here in this one is like she's kind of just like trying to weed through. She's trying to weed through. She got her stick ready, and like she's ready to just like weed through what's you know, what she's searching through, like the swamp or what have you that she's searching through, and just pick out the good parts. And I feel like the Seven of Wands is not necessarily a positive card to say like, okay, that's what you should do. So what I'm gonna say is like, don't take shortcuts is what I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands. It's like, don't try to weed through, don't try to like just cherry pick the good parts and say like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I like and this is what I don't. Whatever you're committing to in terms of like getting your body together, you need to commit to completely, okay? And you need to be willing to give up some things and sacrifice some things. That's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. I feel like for some of you guys, it's like you have some things in abundance, or you enjoy some things in abundance, and like there are opportunities to share those things with people who might not enjoy them so much, people who might not be able to get them. So if you are like, if you do have a lot of abundance in some certain ways, it might be some time for you guys to do some charity, okay? It might be time for you guys to do some charity. Let's see, what other messages are here? Let's see. That's what I'm really seeing. I feel like you guys are you guys are trying to get your body right. Y'all trying to get y'all's bodies right. And this could even be like a bigger issue. This could be like there might be some medical issues. But yeah, what I'm seeing is like, especially with the Six of Pentacles, is like if you are experiencing some medical issues, accept help where you need help. You know, don't try to overexert yourself being everything to everyone. Don't try to be like this source of financial support or whatever. Like you need to take time to rest and to recover and to take care of yourself. So like there's people that are going to be coming along to help you, and you don't want to fight them. You don't want to be the Seven of Wands, like, no, I don't need any help, you shouldn't have paid for this, you shouldn't have paid for that. Let people take care of you. Let people take care of you is what I'm seeing. I want more information on this King of Wands though. Like, this King of Wands is getting to me. Spirit, can I get one more card to just clarify? Actually, let's move into the Oracle. Let's move into the Oracle, because that will help us clarify this King of Wands energy. I just feel like he's... All right, Spirit, give me a card. There we go. 2 cards. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. You also have it's time to take action. Okay. So it's time to take action, and there's a win-win. Okay, remember what I was saying about the King of Wands and the High Priestess, and they're looking at each other, but they kind of look like they're in some sort of, they're getting ready for like combat, if you will. And it's not like physical combat at all. It's like mental combat. But they're getting ready, like, just imagine it as like a debate team that's getting ready for debate. So what I'm seeing with the win-win outcome is that there's opportunity for both of these guys to win here, even though he's looking for quick and fast results, and she's like more so taking the slow and steady, I'm gonna get the research, I'm gonna do the work approach. It's like there are things that you can see change in your body within a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? If you just drink straight water for a month, you'll definitely see a change in your skin. You'll definitely see a change. And even, it doesn't even have to be a whole month. It's like there are things you can do to satisfy both parts of you while you're working on, you know, the long-term stuff. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. And then it's time to take action. It's like you need to just get started. Like next week is not a good time for a diet. Let me not even use the word diet, because I feel like that word gets misconstrued. Next week is not soon enough. Next week is not a good time to start. The only time to start is now. You guys got carnelian for your crystal, and I'm just kind of like feeling it because it matches with the physical body, but also the sacral chakra. Okay, and y'all know what the sacral chakra is good for. Okay, what it controls, what it rules, what it's in charge of. And if you don't, go look it up. Okay, remember what I was saying, there might be some more intimate themes around the physical body for some of you, which if there is, you know, enjoy it, protect yourself. We're all adults here. I hope we're all adults here. But yeah, I'm seeing that in I've been seeing that in a few readings lately. So, you know, more power to the people. It's like spring fever. You know what I'm saying? People want to get out and act up. Ooh, I'm not mad at you. But protect your health. Okay, something is going on with y'all's physical body. Protect your sexual health, guys. That's probably going to be key for a lot of people in this group. Protecting your sexual health. And I feel like if you guys have been experiencing any type of dis-ease from activities, do your research. Okay, this is where I feel like that research key was coming in. Do your research. A win-win outcome is forecast. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Tap in with me if you want a personal reading, or just, you know, my opinion on holistic health. Okay, but something's going on with your physical body, so definitely protect your sexual health, especially if you're getting out there and enjoying the world. I just, you know, be safe. be safe, okay? And it's time to take action. So I feel like you guys, that's you. Remember what I was saying about the high priestess? Is like she's gonna do it, she's gonna take responsibility for it on her own. It's time for you to take responsibility for your health. It's time for you to take responsibility for your physical body, for the type of life you live, what you're putting into it, also the type of waste you're putting out into the world. I don't know what's going on with you earth signs, but I hope everything is okay, guys. I just see Gemini season, you know, physical body. That can be many different things. For your affirmation, you got, I am resilient. If my mood wavers, it doesn't stay that way permanently. I allow myself to feel my feelings until I can refocus my thoughts on the positive. I do not judge myself for being human. I am resilient. Yeah, so I feel like through this journey of like health and wellness with you guys, definitely don't be trying to rush through it. Definitely like like there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days, and you just know you're resilient. Like for a lot of you guys, this could be like physical body, yeah, but like more in the sense of like getting your brain together. I feel like if you're experiencing like brain lag, brain fog, not being able to be focused, and you're trying to explore more into that, or even just like the positive thoughts, the idea of like having positive thoughts and thinking positively and rewiring your brain in that way, like that's also your physical body. So if that's what you're working on, then you should definitely, you know, I mean, keep working, but like you should definitely know that like there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. And also like what I'm going to say with this carnelian, it says feed your creativity. So like that, you know, if my mood wavers, it doesn't stay that way permanently. Like I feel like take that heavily into consideration, especially when it comes to like trying to be creative, do creative things, and feed your creative soul. Like some days you're gonna have really good days, and some days you're gonna be having brain block. I can't think of anything. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you know that there's a win-win for you. You know there's a win-win. That was confirmation. That's all I have on the King of Wands, guys. I feel like he's just living life with a long-term view, and he just wants to get in motion and get going. And the High Priestess is just like, you don't even know what you're getting into yet, sir. And he's just like, I'll figure it out on the way. Like that's what's going on between them, and I feel like that's what's going on in your soul. But yeah, that is the reading for the earth signs. I really enjoyed that one. I feel like it was